Hi, I'm going to read to you Owls by Gail Gibbons, but it's a factual book, not which means it is nonfiction. So it's all facts and true information about owls. So I'm going to read it in two parts. So I'm going to read one part today and the next part on another day. So I'm going to get started. I will tell you that I really like Gail Gibbons. She writes lots of nonfiction books about all kinds of animals. So if you're ever looking for an author that writes about nonfiction and writes about animals, then she's your author. Owls by Gail Gibbons. Owls by Gail Gibbons. On silent wings, a bird swoops down in the moonlight. The bird is an owl. Using its powerful claws, it grabs a field mouse. Owls are raptors. Raptors are birds of prey, meaning they are hunters. And they are hunters that eat meat. They grab their prey with their claws, called talons, that are very, very sharp. And this is an owl, and this is the great horned owl. And you can see its claws and talons right there. These are owls of North America. Now, North America, all right, is where you live. North America is a continent, and it is a continent that has three countries. So it has uh, United States of America, Mexico, and Canada. And so if you're any of those places, then you might see these owls of North America. Most scientists believe there are about 140 different kinds of owls living all around the world. They live on every continent except Antarctica. So they live on 6 continents. It is believed that there are 21 different kinds of owls living in North America, and there are so many here. I don't even think I could reach them all, so I'll tell you a little bit about a few of them. Elf owl. I see the burrowing owl. I see the saw-whet owl, the western screech owl, the eastern screech owl, the barred owl, the spotted owl, the barn owl, the great gray owl, and the great horned owl. So there's lots of different kinds of owls. The smallest of all of these owls is the F owl, and it's only about 5 inches long from the top of its head to the tip of its tail. So that's very, very small. Okay, less than half of a ruler. All right. Now, the largest owl, the great gray owl, is 33 inches long. So it's big. So owls can be all different sizes and shapes, kind of like people. Most owls have the same basic characteristics. The male is usually smaller than the female. That's kind of interesting. All right, what they have is they have their crown right here, and their ear tufts, their eyes, and their ears. And sometimes we think that this fur we see standing up is their ears, but it's not. Their ears are really little holes in their head. And they have necks and backs and wings. All right, they have their feet, legs, claws called talons. There are two different types of owls, though. Those that have round facial disc, and this is called strigidae owls, and owls with heart-shaped facial disc are called Ty, Ton, ed. So some very, very big names. But if you look carefully, you can see. So some owls have more of a face that looks like a heart, and some owls have a face that looks more rounded. The eyes of an owl cannot move in their eye sockets to watch for prey. Instead, owls have flexible necks that can twist almost completely around. They can even turn their heads upside down. Most owls hunt at night. Day or night, they can see much better than people can. So they can see well. It's just that their eyes don't turn left and right like our eyes do. They turn their head completely around to see things. Ears and eyes. And this is what I was talking about. Owls have very large eyes. Owls can change the focus of their eyes very rapidly, and they can see great distances. At night, the pupils of their eyes get big. This allows more light to enter into their eyes, giving them unusually good vision in the dark. So they can do something that we can't do with our eyes, which is kind of neat. So if you look at the picture right there, you can see how the eyes change. See the little black part in the eyes? It gets bigger at night so they can see more. Most owls rely on their keen hearing for hunting rather than their excellent vision. Their ears are hidden behind their facial disc features. So the ears are actually behind, you don't see them. These discs are like little dish antennas, and it funnels sound to their ears. Owls are constantly turning their heads to hear better. So you can see their ears are actually on the sides of their heads. So that's a few interesting things about owls. And what we're going to do is now we're going to stop and we're going to talk a little bit about owls by Gail Gibbons, and then we'll finish on another day because it's a lot of information about owls. So I will see you in a minute to talk.